Hello, Anthony Fasano here from Pass the PE Exam. In this video, I will be talking about why planning your accommodations for the PE exam early is super important and can impact your exam results. And I'll share a specific example from my own experience. This Pass the PE Exam video is brought to you by PPI, a leader in engineering exam prep for the FE and PE exams since 1975.
PPI provides expert prep courses and study resources designed to help you pass the PE exam the first time. PPI's live online courses include hours of lectures, problem-solving demonstrations, exam strategy sessions, office hours, and a passing guarantee. When you take a live online course, PPI guarantees you will pass, or you can take the on-demand course for free. With study guides, practice exams, and more, the PPI Learning Hub offers digital practice and review that you can take with you anywhere you have a device so that you can prepare during the times most convenient for you. Check out PPI today at ppi2pass.com to see all the options available for PE exam prep. Let's dive in.
The final night before the PE exam is a crucial time that can either make or break you, depending on how you approach it. And one thing that examinees don't often think about when planning to take their PE exams is how they will spend the night before the exam and how it may influence them during the exam. Where you spend the night before your PE exam and what you do are extremely important. First of all, when registering for your PE exam, it is of the utmost importance that you find the testing center that is most comfortable for you, and it may not be the one closest to you. Consider the distance you will need to travel to get to the testing center, and if you live a considerable distance from the center, I would recommend finding a hotel close to the testing center so you can get a good night's rest. As an example, when I took the PE exam, I lived very close to New York City, but New York City is extremely crowded. And I had read that the area near the testing center was very congested and it was nearly impossible to find parking. Therefore, I decided to drive 2 hours upstate to the Albany area because it was less congested from what I read, and I took the exam there. I stayed at a hotel close to the testing center, and it really helped me to get a good night's rest, but also to avoid all that morning traffic that could have led to a lot of stress and anxiety before I took the exam. Now, reasonable accommodations are also available for examinees who meet certain eligibility criteria and sufficiently document their requests. Examinees who have a documented disability covered under the Americans with Disabilities Act or a scheduling conflict due to a religious Sabbath or a military appointment may request reasonable accommodations. But please note, you must indicate any need for accommodations during the registration process. Once you request the accommodations, you will receive an email with instructions on how to proceed. If you are unsure if you qualify for receiving these special accommodations, you can email the National Council of Examiners for Engineering and Surveying, or NCEES, at accommodations@ncees.org. It is also a good idea, if possible, that you take the day before the exam off from work to relax and to make sure that you don't study late the night before the exam, because doing so will probably wear you out. Now, some companies offer 1 or 2 days off for taking these exams to help you because they want you to pass. Now, here are a few things I recommend you do the night before the exam. Practice setting up your exam work environment the day before the exam. If you are taking a pen and paper exam, and there are a few left, carry your boxes to the kitchen table, arrange your bookcases and supplies, decide what stays on the floor in boxes and what gets an honored position on the tabletop. Create a checklist and make sure that you have everything ready to go. Make sure your exam materials are packed and ready to go, and if you're taking the CBT, the computer-based exam, review the reference materials one more time. Determine your wake-up time and set the alarm on 2 clocks, not 1, maybe your alarm clock in your phone. Select and lay out your clothing items and dress in layers, making it easier to adjust to the temperature of the testing room, which may vary. Select and lay out your breakfast items. If it is going to be hot on the exam day, put your bottles of water, plastic bottles of water, in the freezer. Make sure you have gas in your car and money in your wallet. And lastly, make sure you eat something before you leave and bring something to eat for the break. And remember that the days leading up to the PE exam should be spent relaxing and taking your mind off the exam. The last thing you want to do the day before the test is to stress about not getting there on time. So please plan ahead and make sure that your routine the night before the PE exam does not cost you your engineering license. I hope you found this week's video helpful. In upcoming videos, we will solve more PE exam practice problems and answer other questions from our subscribers. Pass the PE exam videos will be published weekly, so please be sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss something that could make a substantial difference in your exam result and ultimately your career. And please ask questions and leave comments below this video and I will respond to you. Let me know if there's a specific topic that you'd like me to cover or a question that you need answered. Pass the PE exam, we'll have you covered. I'll see you next week on Pass the PE exam.